On the day I'm going to see Godzilla Minus One. Godzilla Minus One has arrived. That's right, my zillions. The SH MONSTERARTS Godzilla Minus One. Godzilla 2023. I'm forever gonna call this Godzilla Minus One. Like I call Shin Godzilla, Shin Godzilla. Like Gamma Rebirth will always be Gamma Rebirth. You know, there's just certain titles for these things, and Godzilla Minus One is forever what this design and this iteration of Godzilla will be called for me. But here is the box. Nice white box. I'm not gonna get into the box too much because, you know, that's what the review is for, which will be later this week. This is just a quick unboxing like we always do for the SH MONSTERARTS stuff to, you know, take a look at what's inside, see what we see, give that initial reaction, because, you know, initial reactions are sometimes needed, and then, you know, because a lot of folks just want to get in there and see what we see, because, you know, a lot of folks have opinions before actually seeing things in hand. You see those first pics that folks post and everybody's up in arms, like we have to be, right? We really don't have to be like that. We could just wait and get it and see how it is, or wait for more opinions. One opinion, one set of pics versus you know, a ton of opinions once it's more widely released and more folks get it and better pics come out. And I did see better pics than those initial little batches of pics. You know, it's a better way to go, don't you think? Nah, you guys don't think that. A lot of folks don't think that. You'd rather just complain on the internet, wouldn't you? You so want to see this line go down. But I do not. I've liked this line. This line is why Ultrazilla started existing in the first place, and you know what? There's a special place in my heart for it. But let's open this up, shall we? You know what? Before we do, I do want to say I think having the window as the G-1, that's pretty slick. Alrighty, and here we go. I did get this at HLJ. Failed to mention that I veered into other territories because, of course, you know, I gotta be the anti-negative guy. That's you know, I review things fairly, but you know, I'm an optimist at heart. So you know what? The fact that this came on the day, I'm going to see Godzilla Minus One. And when when DHL pulled up, the sun came out because I was sitting outside drinking some coffee. Yeah, I'll take that as a good sign. But you know what? Whatever. It is what it is. If it's not great, it's not great. But the fact that I am going to see Godzilla Minus One today really will help out with the review proper, because I will have seen it. I will see, you know, how much of a difference there is from the actual movie design, and not just from like stills and previews, and easier, you know, easier to judge, in my opinion, after seeing it. So, you know, a lot of folks are like going up in arms with some of the, you know, paint designs and blotches, but I mean, it's right on the box. It's like that. Is it like that in the movie? I don't know. Well, again, you know, it's going by a trailer isn't as good as, you know, seeing the movie itself. So, here he is, side profile. Here it is, this side profile. Now, you know, initial reactions are what they are from me, but, you know, my first view of this right now, you know, I'm mostly looking at my, you know, camera's viewfinder, because, you know, I'm trying to keep on target here, in frame. So I really do have to look at this, you know, a lot further. And I will as the week goes by. The full review probably, I'm going to say Friday, guys. It's Tuesday now, I get it. It's a few days from now. But after this unboxing, I do have 2 more of those Pacific Rim reviews done, McFarlane Toys ones, and I probably will go up. It gives myself a little more time with this figure to analyze, to think about it, to reflect on my thoughts on the movie. And I might do something with the movie. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I don't do movie reviews here, but maybe it's time to change that. I don't know. Think about a lot of things for 2024, guys. So maybe, I have talked about movies before and stuff, but let's, feels good. Feels like an SH Monsterarts, and that's the thing that made me fall in love with the line, guys, initially, is the way the figure feels. It feels like nothing else out there. There is no figure line that does kaiju figures that feel like an SH Monsterarts, and you can argue about that with me till the cows come home, but this is how I will always feel. The feel of the figure, the plastic quality, is second to none. And, yeah, there's no comparison. Like, it's looking pretty good. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Oh, the toes are individually articulated. I don't think I knew that. That's pretty slick. I mean, granted, that's more joints to pop off, but so far I'm moving them around and I'm not getting anything crazy. That's good. The tail moved for me without anything popping out. So far, right? Tails are notorious, especially my tails. Yeah, so far nothing. The arms appear alright. Hands. I know the head sculpt is where, and the paint on the head is where, people are faulting. But you know what? If that's like prominent in the movie, I mean, it's obviously, I mean, it is. it's a movie. I don't know. So far, I'm not seeing any crazy big deal. Like, the way his face translates, it looks like the way they translated it. And this is sculpted by Yuji Sakai, Master Yuji Sakai, right there. So sculpt is obviously gonna be good. But yeah, it's like Bandai in total. I did not get the movie Monster series. I did not get the Monster King. I would like him. I haven't really talked about it a ton, but I've mentioned it a little bit. Me and Movie Monster series, we're on a little bit of a break for now until the new year. But I did pre-order the Godzilla Minus One figure, regular one, through US channels, and the US releases of those are kind of why I took a break. Kind of wanted to see how things shook out for the rest of the year, what they were offering on the US Godzilla store site and stuff. So, I'll probably resume getting some of those in the new year, but you could forget me paying for shipping on those probably ever again. Anyway, back to this guy. I don't know. He's looking pretty good. I'm not doing super zooms ins on this because, again, movie. Yeah, I gotta go to the movie. Gonna see the movie, and I wanna, before I do that here and give any thoughts on that and show you guys that, I wanna see the movie. And also, I wanna be able to see things firsthand with my naked eye first. But all of the dorsal fins, they look pretty good. I feel like I see some sort of fiber or something embedded somewhere. I don't know if that's plastic. Right in here. There's something in there. I'll have to look at it a little bit better after. Alright, so that's something to look at. But otherwise, this is looking pretty good. I did see, I don't know if it's a problem. I didn't do a translation, but I did see people talking about dorsal fins in some way. One of these pull out like the movie? I think so, but I'm not sure. Oh, this is movable. All right, so we'll We'll have to take a look at that a little bit better prior. But you know what, guys? I'm not seeing anything crazy bad here. And that's my initial thoughts. Crazy bad is definitely nothing I'm seeing. So we'll leave it there. I'm gonna go see the movie, and then I'll have a better, perspective on Godzilla Minus One here, on the design, and I could better decide if I think this figure translated well or not. Here's some of the prototype images, and we'll see. We'll see. I can see what they did there in the prototype. And guys, here's the thing about prototypes. Lighting is different. Angles. Figures look different in different angles. But he does look more like these two pictures, than this picture. But I could see why as well. And how they filmed that and how the shadows play into it. So, don't get married to prototype pictures, guys. So many folks do. And they set themselves up for massive disappointment. Because not only do these things never come out that way, but prototype pictures are there to entice you to order the figures. That is it. Like a cover to a comic, to a book, a movie poster. It's not meant to be exact. It's meant to make you buy something. I don't know why folks forget that. And it's bananas to me that folks forget that and refuse to think about that. And, I don't know. Just hang their hat way too much on the protos. Now, if something is, completely different than the protos, like the Super 7 burning Godzilla was, that's a different story. But, there's so much to think about when it comes to protos versus actual. So, yeah, there you go. I'm going to leave it at that. And I hope you dug this unboxing. Stay tuned for the review coming up later this week. Till next time, peace out, peeps.